in the army.
From the streets of New York to the Gold Coast, when they speak on his name, they say one word, prophet. None of you devils can stop it. 144,000, yeah, that's really good.
Right? Grow your own stuff, but at the end of the day, it's all at the permission of your enemy. That's a great question. Now, according to the scriptures, how did we get in this situation? Read verse 15 again.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
So it says, if you don't listen to the laws of God, the commandments, the statutes that he gave us, read.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So it says, for us not keeping the commandments of God, curses overcame us, right? So how do you think we should fix it? Obey God, right? That would be the thing that we would have to do. So God gave us laws, statutes, and commandments. Like I always said, we don't give religion. He didn't give us religion, right? It's a history book and a book of laws, statutes, commandments, and judgments for if you don't keep those commandments, right? Where? You can't go to Africa. The Chinese, the Russians, the white man, they all run Africa. The solution is to keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments. That's the solution. If you believe you have a God, that's the question. If you believe you have a God, your God says, I will fight for you if you keep my laws, statutes, and commandments. Right? But if you don't, guess what? We're in these cursed conditions. Because you just said, you agree with that we cursed in the city, cursed in the field, right? Right? Next one it says, you finish with Deuteronomy 28, verse 48? Yes, sir. Keep reading. Watch this. It says that we have to go to our enemies for food. Read.
And in thirst.
And in thirst, you want something to drink? Well, you got to go for water. It's illegal in certain states for you to collect rainwater. You want some Aquafina? Guess what? You got to go to your enemy, right? Just to turn your faucet on. Guess what? Somebody else controls that. Not you, not us. It's not our people. We have to go to another group of people for that, right? Read.
And in nakedness.
Our clothes, right? We want to put clothes on. Guess what? We got to get the raw textiles from somebody else. Go ahead, I'm listening. Right, correct. You have to get it.
But that's just an offering, a sacrifice. It's okay, I wouldn't do this, and I would slowly that's just me giving back to my nation.
I understand that. But at any time they shut those stores down, where you going to go? If they say, we don't want to sell you stuff no more, we're only going to sell it to him or to him. Just like the hair industry. Yes, ma'am. Yes, it happens all the time. We saw COVID-19 and they could shut anything down they want at any time. Didn't we see that? They made it to where you couldn't leave your house. They can make it to where you can't go outside no more at any time. Right? Y'all saw that. We had the COVID-19. Everybody was posted up. Right? We couldn't do nothing. It wasn't as bad here in places like California. It was way worse. They couldn't go nowhere. New York, same thing, nowhere. So guess what? At any time, just like you may say, why would they do this? Do you really think they would do that? Would you think of people would act like they're curing us for syphilis, but really be giving it to us? Would somebody do that? But they did it, right? Exactly, right? So what we're talking about is how to get past that, right? The question that you asked, right? We know those things about the enemy, so it's like, now how do we get by? The scripture says we got to keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments. Right. That's what's going to help us get by, right? We'll deal with each other as a people. Guess what? Whenever election time comes, what's the big question that they ask about the blacks and Hispanics? What's the question? Say it again?
What's being done for us?
That's okay. That's what we ask sometimes. But on TV, they asking who we gonna vote for. Right. I'm gonna ask you a question. Who the Chinese people vote for? Who the Arabs vote for? You sure? You ever heard them talking about it? Nope. You want to know why? Because they don't care. I'm going to show you what they do. Give me Zephaniah 2 verse 1. I'm going to show you what all the other nations do that we don't do. Right? Because we depend on our oppressors. Right? A lot of our people are assistance. Right? When something goes on in our communities, we wait for them. That's what we're trying to do. But if I can't depend on my enemy, I got to depend on you. Yeah, exactly. Are we doing that today? No. We would, if we all came together, we'll be good. Just like the Chinese, just like the Arabs, right? Just like the East Indians, just like all these other nations. But we don't do that. You want to know why? Because the Bible told us to do it. We don't follow what the scriptures say. Watch this. Read this.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
I'm asking a question. If we had to say who is the most undesired people in America right now, who would we say? Decide to who though? Because the enemy can go anywhere. It's us that can't go anywhere. It's us that people don't want to. We're the same people. Mexicans and us the same people. That's the history that we don't know. Say it again. Yeah, we can change our mindset, but can we change everybody else's mindset? How? Us and other nations. I mean, us as a people, right? When we're talking about... Exactly. That's what we're talking about. Sister, you asked me, what do we have to do to fix ourselves? What did I say? Togetherness and keeping the commandments. What did I say? Anything dealing with the enemy? I'm talking about what we have to deal with here today. But to fix those things, what did I say? We have to work on ourselves, right? I said we have to do what? Read it again.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Amos 3 and 3. We have to gather ourselves together. So that's the message. The message is for us to fix our problems, to not depend on other people.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
100%. 100%.
Even if you have to start from the beginning, we're all natural. It's okay as long as you know that you put your heart, mind, and soul, and love for it.
Correct.
To get it together, because it's important.
Now watch this. Go to Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4. Because what's the one big problem with our nation today is we got a bunch of sons and daughters being raised by their mothers only, right? That's an issue, correct? Wouldn't you say what y'all say? Right? Single parent household, you was raised with your fathers? You was? What about you?
Not really.
Not really, right? But we know that goes on in our community. That's a stigma amongst our community, right? Now watch this. Read this.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
The scripture says marriage is an honorable thing, right? Would you agree with that, sister? Right? Now, I'm asking brothers. 18? 17, all right? The OGs, the older brothers y'all deal with, how many of them talk to y'all about marriage and about how it's a good thing and how y'all should be looking for that? No? No? Any of y'all ever had that conversation? No, right? Not even myself. What about you? It says a trap, right? It's a trap. That's what's going on in our communities, right? We're being taught that it's a trap. What about you, sis? What have you been told about marriage before you went on your journey? I would say that. Have you been raised up to be a wife and to do stuff like that? Okay, but maybe that happened on the women's side, but on the man's side, that don't happen, right? On our side, we don't deal with that. Now, if we went back to following the commandments of the scriptures, we would know. Read it one more time.
Marriage is honorable in all.
Marriage is an honorable thing, right? This brother right here, he engaged to get married. I'm married. Almost married in a couple days. Married. married, right? That's what we teach amongst ourselves, to get married, right? That's an honorable thing, right? Because when we teach marriage, we start with ourselves, right? You're the God and King of your household. So guess what? You raise your kids right. So you don't have a lot of issues and stuff like that. What y'all brothers think about marriage?
When I find the right one.
You gotta find the right one, right? What about you? Man, be real, man. Be real. Look, be real with me. Hey, this ain't church. Be real with me.
What?
We teaching the Bible, but we want to know from our people, right? We want to know the truth. What's going on in the minds of our people? So what y'all think about? What y'all think about marriage? Say it again.
I think that I think it's good, you know, like when you get to that certain mature age. You know,
When you get to that, okay, mature age.
To that point where you can find real love with somebody instead of, you know what I'm saying, you walking around and you see a woman and get lust after her. You know what I'm saying? You can only think about it's your woman, that one woman. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You gotta be able to.
I'm gonna tell you something. I've been married for 18 years, right? And some days I can't stand my wife. For love, guess what? It's gonna come and it's gonna go. It's gonna come, it's gonna go, right? Marriage is really about duty and responsibilities, right? I want to build my nation, right? I want to raise a son, right, to be powerful, to build a nation. So guess what? I'm gonna marry a sister that has the same mindset that I have, and I'm gonna raise my kids that way, right? That's what it's about. It's gonna be some days where we want to punch each other, right? But we ain't gonna do it. But it's gonna days we're gonna be mad, right? And that's the fairy tale that's been taught to our people. All those princess stories and things like that. That ain't marriage right there, right? So, brother with the shades on. Now you said, you know, we gonna wait until we, find somebody. While you waiting to find somebody, are you staying celibate? Or are you trying people at the same time?
It's the fact where it's like you can't go search for love. It's supposed to happen naturally.
What I'm saying is why are we waiting for the search for love? Are we laying down with other sisters?
Right.
We are, right? Yeah. What you say? That's what we do, right? What you say, sis? That's what's going on in our communities, right? We're not saving ourselves and waiting for that right one. We going to do what we do. And that's why we have that problem with single-parent households, right? I'm going to show you what the Bible says about that. Read that.
Exodus chapter 22 and verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed,
entice a maid. You see a sister, she look good. You like, hey, what's up? What's your name? You know, you rapping to it with her, whatever y'all call it. Right? I'm old. I don't know the terms no more. Putting the game down. What y'all say now? I'm from Baton Rouge. What they say out in Birmingham? Y'all macking out here?
Yeah, we raising up.
Y'all raising up?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna use that. Don't make me look crazy though. I'm gonna be like, they be like, what that mean, bro?
Yeah, man,
you risen? All right, so brothers out here risen up. So the Bible says, if you out here risen up, right? You see a sister, you get to risen up. Read.
And lie with her.
And guess what? You don't put it down so much. The fact that she ready, hey, she going, right? You lie with her. Read.
He shall surely endow her to be his wife.
That's the law. That's the rule, right? You lay down with a sister, you gotta marry that sister, right? Now, if that happened here, guess what you would do? You would make better decisions. You'll be like, okay, hold up. You know, I ain't about to wait 2 in the morning, and it's the fat chick around the corner that everybody done ran through. Let me go ahead and take care of my business. Nah, you're gonna be like, nah, I ain't messing with her. I'm trying to find somebody that's gonna have my kids, that's gonna raise my seed, right? They would change our mindset, how we do things, right?
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.